we are.
Oh, Lordy.
It's a whole lot of Rosie. Whole lot of Rosie.
Here we are. Me set the stopwatch because we haven't got long.
Literally,
Okay,
only
30 minutes is on the clock.
30
The
minutes.
wives have let us out for that short amount of time. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Christian from Oxfordshire in the United Kingdom. We have Simon K. Knight from Weston-super-Mare, and we have Thomas Selwood from New Jersey in the United States of America. Here we are. Coming up in the show today, folks, we've got the news report. We've got In the Doghouse. We've got a good justification minute. We've got Best in Show, Tech News, In the Shed, Missed Adventures, Raging Bullshine, and a backup if we need it. It's all very exciting. And without any further ado, I'm going to keep speaking until Simon's ready to press the news report. And then he might realise that his green screen is slightly out of sync, even though we've been preparing to start for the last 36 minutes.
Why has that gone out?
He still hasn't done it right. But anyway, let's crack on with the show before we lose our listener and start off with the news.
Let's start off with the news. We're starting off with the news. Here we go. This is the news.
The Week Report. With news, views, and... screws?
Have you got your screw?
I have got my screw.
This is the news?
Here's my screw.
That's weekly impressive.
It is. It's my lucky screw. I've got my lucky screw. So there we go. So what's happening in the news today, folks? Simon, what's happening?
That's the only quality control we have.
Oh,
that's the only consistency you ever have is that you've got your screw.
We're on the move. We're on the move. We're on the move. Right, so we accepted an offer on our house this week. No, we've not been evicted. No, okay. No, we're all good. So,
excellent. Congratulations.
Yes. So go on. Hey! 4 camels and a goat.
I would have loved it. I've accepted an offer on my wife.
And so what's the next step? Are they legitimate buyers?
Yes, they've sold. So we are we've instructed solicitors, and we're on our way. Problem is that we haven't found anywhere to buy.
You might be moving in with me for a short period then.
That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would think the other problem...
Mama told me not to come.
Turn on our Do Not Disturb. Professional. That's the professional level, folks.
Ooh.
Actually, I can't find mine now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God's sake. Okay.
In fact, that was one of the reasons.
The problem is, now, have you still got your amazing backyard
That
pool
is the
palace?
reason that they're buying the house.
Is that still there?
Because they've got an 18-year-old...
Why?
It was a major selling
the
point. It's more to do with the giant shed I have. That the 18-year-old son is apparently a streamer. Now, I'm hoping that's obviously a youth
I hope you heard
thing.
them right, not a streaker. And he needs a private garden to run across naked and into said pool. Okay, that's good.
I assume a streamer is something to do with the internet and not anything to do with sexual positions.
I guess so. 18-year-old, why are they worrying about that? You'd be slinging his hook before long. If I had an 18-year-old, they'd be out the house.
Know. Yeah.
I was down the pit at 18 years old.
You were still suckling from the pit at 18 years old.
No, that's true. I wasn't.
The pit of Tom.
Pit of Tom. Oh. The well of Tom. Anyway, that's an in-joke.
That's
anyone that understands what that is isn't listening. Yes. So thank you very much. So that's good news. So Simon, Tom. Simon potentially is selling his house. That's good. Any news from you, Tom Selwood?
Not this Tom.
Oh.
Only that the snow continues apace.
That's quite impressive.
And we have managed to still be playing tennis outdoors by continually digging snow off a tennis court and off my front.
Have you been
halfway.
digging said snow from the court? Yeah. Do you still do your nighttime walks that you used to
Actually,
talk about?
most it's been daytime. Daytime digging, nighttime lovers. Daytime diggers and nighttime lovers. No,
nighttime lover.
No, I don't. Though I do once in a while.
I'm all about the bass, bad the bass.
Get your slap bass out.
Yeah.
Slap of the bass.
Yeah.
Slap of the bass.
Slap of the bass.
Oh God, I'm still on the bass thingy. Sorry, we never did.
Slap
Hang on.
of the
You can't do it.
bass.
Yeah, sorry. You can't. Oh, it won't change. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong thing. Hang on. What is going on? Oh no. There's no. I'm just going to be.
You can't change the
I'm going to be on the slap bass the whole.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We can just stop it. You can just stop it. Whilst I'll talk over it. All you need to stop your audio.
I've started recording,
clap
so
yourself
I
back
can't
in
turn
again,
it off.
And someone can sync it back up again.
I can't change this.
We can give you the clap.
We'll do that. Anyway, shall I tell you about my my report and what I've been up to?
Yes, do it.
Well, today I've been very busy.
Sorry, Simon.
Oh, I need to share my screen. Can I do that, or does that affect sound share as it says? Starting share screen will stop other computers' sound share. Do you want to continue?
Well, I'll grab it back when you finish. It's fine.
All right.
Alrighty then. So
Show
here we go.
us.
I've got some things ready for the show.
Excellent.
So here we go. If you can see this, folks, this is what I've been up to
Look at
Look
that.
at that.
over the last couple of days. Look at that.
That is. Can I just say? I'm going to give you a compliment, Christian.
Go on.
That
then.
is garden porn right
Yeah.
there.
It's good with some
Garden porn.
fresh manure dug in,
Lovely.
taking all the rocks out, well, not all of them, but a lot of the rocks out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pleased with that. So the plants are coming in 2 weeks' time. So I will be planting up. There's other beds as well, but
Looks
they're
fabulous.
not available on this show.
Very
So
nice.
there we go.
You
Well
can
done.
tell Christian has been seeding and hoeing in there. Gotcha.
There we go. Anyway, that's the news for this week. So let's move on to, and have we got anything for the second part of this bit?
Who's in the doghouse?
Is anyone in the
Is anyone
doghouse
in
this
the
week?
doghouse?
No.
I'm potentially in the doghouse,
Right. Why?
but it's probably not a topic that I should start talking about.
Therefore, it definitely is a topic you should start talking about. Because it's marginally risky.
All right, then. I'll tell you what it is.
Go on.
So
we only have 5 listeners anyway, so it's fine.
all right. So but the one person that I'm going to be talking about now will be listening to this.
Go on.
Huh? Okay.
Ed, go on.
So I am in the doghouse because my partner has a skin clinic over in another part of the property, and she has to heat said skin clinic. There's
Or
an
sklinic,
oil
as we like to call
heater
it.
in there. It's a very nice one, but it costs a lot of money. And I keep saying, "Can you turn it off when you're not using it?" And she's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it." But the problem that I have is that I pay for it. Now, apparently, by me saying I pay for it is the wrong thing, because apparently she pays for other things as well. And I've got a smart plug on it, so I know exactly how much money it costs. Now, it's not me being tight, but just to sort of give you some context for this, our electricity bill last month was £230. And that was just for my electricity for 1 month. Oh, she's ringing.
Oh, she can hear you. She knows. She knows.
She's
Can I
ringing.
just
Maybe
say?
I should answer it.
Yeah, you answer it on
Okay.
mute while I make a suggestion.
Go for it.
I think what Christian should do is not bitch about it, but simply invoice her as a legitimate business expense for the heating and lighting of the rented property. 1, she can claim it against her tax legitimately. And 2, if she ever has to make any claims in terms of premises, even though it's a home premise, you can charge legitimately because all of that heating is going towards a business expense. And that's what
It's
I
all
would do.
tax deductible.
It's all tax deductible.
Claim it's the lasers in the wax heating vat. Mr. Duffel, can you boost
I'll
your...
be back. I'll back in 1 minute. Apparently, the back door's not. This is not euphemism. The back door swung open, and
Okay, Christian's
very
back
windy.
door.
I'll be back after these messages.
So Billet's back doors have swung open, and there's a bit of wind
And it's
going on.
because it's windy.
Yes.
Oh, God, that's staying in.
That's
Mr.
right.
Duffel, can you boost your microphone a touch?
I can. I
Me.
mean, I'm coming in loud and proud. So when we put it, because we're obviously recording the
I know,
audio
it's
separately.
just occasionally I can't hear you.
That's all right. If I pop it up a little bit like that, it should be plenty now.
Pump it up. Don't
Can you?
know, pump
1,
it up.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. That should be plenty.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Yes, so he's back from his windy back passage.
Oh,
Have you closed your back
windy
doors?
front passage.
and I realised as I sat down, continuity. I entered from that way. Once again, not a euphemism. And then I entered back that way.
Well, we could see from your pictures while you get your breath back that you've got an extensive property. So, you came up the other set of stairs. That's all. That's all we need to know.
Quite. There we go.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
Theatre of the
news.
mind for our listeners.
That's in the Doghouse. You're absolutely right. Yes. Anyway, we'll sort out the bills and.
Let's move along then, because hey, time's a wasting.
It is.
Yes. Into Justification Minute.
Billet!
Woo! Love it.
So listeners and watchers of this show, or frequent watchers of the show, may notice something different coming close to my mouth. So I've spent a little bit of money on a brand new SM7B microphone. Apparently all the kids use this, or all the YouTubers. But
Sure they do.
Sure they do. So this is just for you viewers and listeners, just to get that little bit of extra quality. Nice. And also means that I don't get sound bleed coming from elsewhere as much.
It's
so hopefully
it's broadcast quality.
Broadcast quality if you're in the West Coast.
I love it. But is there a justification that you're thinking of needing to justify? Did you mention that?
Yes.
You wanted to buy.
Yes. So I'm thinking about buying a new computer. Now, as regular watchers of the show, we're all Mac men. So, I'm coming up to the end of the tax year, and I feel
this
that
is definitely a justification. This is screaming justification. Yeah.
So I'm feeling that, given that we've had our grants, self-employed grants and things like that, and that I may need to use some of that in terms of the business, that now might be a good time to make that purchase and upgrade and update to the latest and greatest.
I think it is. Given your business, sponsors of the show, West Coast Web, given your business, I think that's probably very wise that you need to be on the cutting edge. Cutting edge. So that not only can you serve your customers, but you can also serve this show.
Yes.
So I think that is justified. I approve said justification.
And also, you should have a new advertising slogan. West Coast Web, satisfying both Mr. Selwood and Mr. Billet's wife.
Yes.
That's basically Duffel satisfies us.
Both satisfying both continually.
Yes. Very nice.
Excellent.
Have you got any justifications, Tom?
No, nothing. I've been restrained by my wife. She's noted that she has.
I don't want to know about your sex life.
She has noted that Mr. Bezos has gotten substantially richer while we've been in lockdown, predominantly from me. So
Thomas? Well, I have got a potential justification, and it's something that I saw that flashed up on my Facebook advertising feed. And whilst I fully appreciate it's the most tacky thing I will ever show you, a part of me wants to get it. So let me know if you think I should get some of these.
Well, hang on. If we're talking temptation, then surely it's time for...
Oh, no.
Best in Show.
Oh, I've got another one for temptation, but...
Oh, have you? I thought this was going to be your temptation.
No.
All right. Finish us off.
I'll go back. I'll finish you off. So, anyway. So this is it, right? So I'll show you what it is. You can have a look. Here we go.
I was a bit sick. Go on.
Ready? Here we go. So it's these little fellas.
No.
No.
Look.
No.
Because I've got this fantastic fence at the back, and I thought some of them will go quite well on the back fence.
No.
Maybe the birds.
No.
Actually,
I could call them
do you know
Tom
what?
and Simon.
Oh, you could put the cock on there.
What are you thinking?
You could put the cock on there.
I thought that because there's obvious cock jokes. So
yeah. I actually think the pig is adorable. The pig and the lamb.
You see?
I'm going to say. I'm actually going to say.
Do it. I think if I had all of them, it would look tacky. But if it's just a subtle one, a subtle pig or a subtle cock.
But let me ask you a question. The next
Why is
time,
that's just funny.
some
Always
kind
funny.
of construction person or handyman comes around to your house in any way, shape, or form,
Yeah.
will you actively say, the wife?
Yes.
Or will you actively say, "Do you want to come and look at my cock?"
Look at my cock, exactly. Or put it by the cock. Put it by my cock. When they come and load my wood. It's all gone wrong.
Come and have a look at me hanging pork.
Yeah, this show's gone blue, isn't it, already?
Have a look at the lamb's tail. Oh, God, this is going to get cut.
No.
Innuendo bingo. It's all innuendo bingo now.
Anyway, so Tom thinks I should get a couple of them. Simon's out, so maybe I'll get one of them and see how we go with it.
See how it goes. Yeah, maybe get one and see where it goes from there.
All right,
fine.
and
Okay.
back to Best in Show.
Thank you, Tom.
All right. Best in Show, in which you, the listeners and viewers, help us decide who's got the best ideas, who's come up with the best option. Today, we are going to discuss something rather interesting. Who has the most justifiable temptation? So each of us, so here's the parameters. We have a minute to discuss what our option is in this, what tempts us the most, and why really that's really reasonable and we should be forgiven for being tempted for it. All right. You can help us decide. We'll decide amongst ourselves at the end, but let us know who's right, who had the best thoughts, who argued it best, but what tempts you that's far more justifiable than what tempts us. All right, and I am happy to kick us off today.
Go on,
Do it.
kick off, Tom.
I'm going to
you
kick
do the
off.
timing,
Who's got
Billy?
the timer? Set the timer. By the way, how long have we got left? Have we finished yet?
13 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, we got to rush here. All right, who's got a minute timer? Who's setting me off?
I'll do it. I'll do it on my watch.
Are you threatening me?
Why, Iona?
All right, ready, steady, and I'm in. The thing that tempts me is becoming an online troll. I am so
good one.
tempted when you see people posting on Facebook threads and things going, "Mah, mah, 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 mah." And you sit there going, if I said this, it would be so funny.
Yes.
It would
I
be
like that.
mean, and snarky, and really funny. And I hold off, and I do stop myself. So I'm going to say in my defense, I don't do it. I am quite the fellow around town, and I always tend to think anything I post online, I should be pleased to say it to somebody's face or in a public place, because I think one of the big problems is that we don't correlate what we do online with what we'd actually do in person, because you see people doing insane stuff online and we know who it is and you can see the picture. I won't do it, but the temptation to just do the little dagger, the little acid drop, the little oh really, but well. So that's my temptation.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Right, Billy, you go next because I'm
All right,
still
I've
thinking.
changed mine completely now based upon that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
You're going to agree with me, aren't you? I'm going to win this because you're just going to agree. I know it.
go on then. Ready?
Yep. When
Say
you're
when.
ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I like Tom's. I think Tom's is great, and for me, you've won, so I'm happy to go with that. I was going to go with something materialistic in terms of my temptation, but actually, there's another temptation. My other temptation is to go with a new career. So I think I want to do something different, and I want to create something, and I don't yet know what that is. So
But
I'm
it's
really
with me
tempted
and Tom.
to do something more creative in my life,
Yes.
because I love doing this, and I want to do more of this.
Yes,
but I
me
want to be
too.
more creative.
Let's
So
talk.
I'm tempted to have a career change, and if I make that career change, I need to make that decision pretty sharpish.
Yeah, because
because
you're
what I don't
getting
want
on.
to do is wait another 5 or 10 years and then think, oh,
I wish I had done that.
I wish I'd gone into post-production with Simon K. Knight in Western-super-Mare. So I need to make that decision in the next couple of months, I think. So I'm tempted to see if I could get a new career doing something very different, very fun. Maybe it's singing again, but almost certainly it's going to be creative. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Did you? That was really very, very inspiring.
Thank you.
But
And
also,
I think you're going to get a lot of traction from anybody who's similar to us. I know Connie will be sitting there voting for you 100%. Well, actually, no, she'll also vote for me as well because she loves it when I do go in.
I like it when friends who are intelligent troll people. I enjoy your stuff. It does make me laugh.
I don't do it much though. That's
No, you
I
don't.
can't.
No. But what's
but
funny
you've got to
though,
be
it always
careful.
pops up because you sometimes not trolls a bit thick, but you when you put comments on some really random posts that I don't follow, but they happen to come up on my feed. It's very funny, very clever Facebook. Well played, well played. Anyway, Simon K. Knight, do you have a temptation?
A fine piece of ass.
Sorted furniture. Assorted furniture.
Yes, a fine piece of assorted furniture. Yes. No, I'm going to get absolutely ribbed and molested and fired down by the. That's totally sexist and misogynistic and all those.
Well, you didn't say what ass. You just said a fine piece of ass. You might have been talking about a donkey. So
exactly.
You know.
I didn't specify, and I certainly will not specify any further. No, my temptation, and it's always there, is so I'm going to time myself. So starting.
You started
now.
about 30 seconds ago.
I know.
Yeah.
Right, I'll carry on. Anyway, my temptation is always the next thing. So let me clarify that. I always see something. I'm doing something quite fun.
Yeah.
You know, what I do now is quite fun and creative, and I love doing it.
Yeah.
But there'll always be another thing that I think, oh, I'd like to do that.
Yes.
And I always get tempted by the next thing.
Yes.
Because as a creative person,
Yes.
I thought, I can do that.
Yes.
Now, there's lots of things I can do, but it's whether I should do them is always the stopping point.
Yes.
There we
Very
go.
good. You are the Finding Dory of the In the Doghouse team. Oh, another thing. Oh, there's another thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same though.
You're the Doug from Up of Squirrel.
Doug from up above. Yeah, squirrel. Exactly. No, I think you're right. I think that's us being creative, isn't it? We're all sort of ready to sort of just do the other thing. Want to create something.
Yeah.
I also love it when people put a really good justification on something that's just a crappy character trait of not being able to concentrate, but that's fine.
I like it. There are three.
I gave in to my temptation from earlier.
Already. So three very, very strong temptations. There.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Which one do you suffer most from? Are you a troller? Wish you could troll? Do you want to just jack it all in and do your heart's desire? Or are you just, new shiny syndrome? Which is your temptation? Let us know in the comments below. That's good. Those are good. Hey.
Oh.
Oh! Pound in the pot.
Yes. Tell them I'll call them back.
I put do not disturb. Do you know what that is?
What's that,
I put do not disturb on for an hour, and it took us nearly that long to start the show.
Faff about.
We were
There we are.
fiffing
All
on
right,
it.
so pop it in the chat box below, in the comments. Let us know which one do you think.
And I think every single one of those need to be discussed at greater length in the shed another week.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Maybe Simon.
All of them.
Maybe in next week's show, Simon.
Maybe.
In fact, all of ours.
He can't find the jingle.
All of us could tie in. Do you know what, Tom? I don't think this will happen on next week's show.
I don't think it will either.
It's all gone wrong. Where's the jingle
Where
gone?
the hell is it? Simon's got all this technology and it never bloody works.
That's
well,
why
then
I
let's
need a
move
new
into the
computer.
shed quick, because my goodness, we're running out of time.
Yeah, that's right. Men in the shed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo. Okay, here we are. With 6 minutes to go. What's going on in the shed, Tom?
Missed Adventures first, isn't it?
Well, Missed Adventures. I think it's all in one today. Missed Adventures. I mean, this is something that we generally it's a big topic, especially for the males out there, but I suspect also some of the females too. I know there's an issue, and it's to do with what is it, Christian?
It is male patent baldness, or as Simon says, boldness.
Now, I was very happy to let Mr. Billett discuss that, mainly because I want to say I don't think it's male patent baldness.
Patent.
I think it's male pattern.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah,
As
maybe right.
in the sense of it's the positioning and it's the genetic.
You're probably right. I've misunderstood it.
Yes.
Like espresso.
and I deliberately let you do it.
I
because
know.
I was being mean.
Because you wanted
So I
to
gave
troll
it
him.
temptation. I'm
Something.
so sorry.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right. So it's male pattern baldness. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon thought it was patent as well. I can
And
tell.
I had no
less
idea.
about what the cause of it is. Do we want to do anything about it? As
Well, that's
people?
it. So for me, I've always had a pretty good head of hair, and it's not so much that I'm going bald. I love that word. Bald. But round about the age of 30, 31, I noticed it's thinning a bit on top. Then I had a real problem with it because I was young back then, and it bothered me
When I was young.
Anyway, but I didn't do anything about it, and that's fine. And I don't really notice it now, but it's really thinning here now. But I only notice it when I change my security camera's battery. And then when I put the security camera back and I'm looking on the phone to reset it back up again, because the light shines there, it's like, bloody hell, it's bold. And it's not. I don't think it's as. I don't know. You can tell me. It's not as bold as I think it is, or is it?
It's thinner than optimally would be when you were younger.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see it on the video when we put it out.
Yeah, when you watch it back.
Yeah, exactly. I go,
Yeah, so you don't have to watch the security video where you try and keep track of all the male visitors to Ms. Susan.
That's it.
You can watch it on the show.
But the point is if I do something about it, I should probably do something about it now, or should I just not bother?
To my mind, there is not a problem with being bold.
But you are not bold. You have the finest, thickest, darkest hair in the world.
You say that, but a couple of people have said recently.
No.
I know I got very short hair.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm not the thickest of head on the crown.
I can see that now. I've never noticed that before. Although we'll just put that down to the wife's bad cutting technique when she.
Well, she has. I've got.
Yeah.
I've got number one right up to my crown line,
You're
so
nubbin.
it is quite thin.
No, fair enough.
But yes, so your question is whether you should do something about it, which you should do while you've still got hair. Is that right?
Yes.
The treatments are better with.
So what I could do is, I don't think I care about it enough, but what I could do is a hair transplant. And if I had a hair transplant, it wouldn't cost, relatively speaking, that much because it's not that big a patch
at the moment.
But I understand with hair transplants is that they don't last forever.
Oh.
You got to keep maintaining them. And
You
I
just
don't
want
know
a
whether
tin
I'm
of
bothered
Maine.
enough. What's that?
Just get a tin of Maine.
Well, you and I have a mutual friend who has that shaking stuff.
Isn't that what Maine is?
Maybe it is. I don't know. I have to say it's very effective. It does look very effective.
It thickens the hair that you've got, so it covers up the area.
Very effective.
That's interesting. I've changed my stance on it from in prior years, and I think maybe it's because we're all aging.
We're getting a bit older now.
We're all getting a bit older now. I would priorly have said, well, no, never do a surgery, even minor surgery, etc. And as time's gone on, I've kind of gone, I'm not actually sure I stand by that so much. I think it really depends on how much it bothers you.
Yeah.
I see. So I'm not really balding, but I've always had thin hair on top. It's always been thin. So from a certain angle, right, so you can see from a certain angle,
you can see through it rather than you
but
haven't got it. Yeah.
There's actually plenty of hair there. It's just the actual hair itself is thin.
Well, yeah, you say that.
Thank you. But that doesn't particularly concern me. But if it did, and if it does, I may consider something. I'm like, I don't actually stand against it as much as I would have done beforehand.
But what would you have done? Little toupee? Little toupee?
No, I would never do it. I'd never do a toupee.
But only Travolta?
But only because, actually, here's a real quick little story. I used to know a guy, I'm not going to give a name, but really nice guy, an actor, and we worked together on a few different gigs. And really good looking guy, very charming. And then one day he said, "Here, look at this." And literally went, "Shh."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, and he was like, "Yeah, I only use it for jobs. I went in my everyday life. I'm just
and you never
for acting
would have known.
jobs."
Yeah.
And I would genuinely, I'd worked with him for weeks, and he showed me this. I don't know why he bothered showing me, but I was like, "Blimey." So I was going to say no on the old syrup because I've also seen some bad ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great game. We could do
Spot the
we could
syrup.
do a top 10 syrups.
Yeah,
Top 10 syrups. That's great. And here's the thing: it works. You can have the syrup Olympics because you can have. The one I used to do as a bit of a it was like a bit of a stand-up sort of shtick was the comb-over Olympics.
Ah,
Which nationalities of people are most likely to do comb-overs? because there's specific
there are
national
definitely, yeah.
trends. I love it. That's the funniest stuff. But but that's the thing. I'm actually quite sympathetic to it now. So I think, I think if you feel strongly about it, do it. I would consider it. If I go thinner and thinner, I'll consider it.
All right. Well, if you do it, I'll do it. Simon won't need to do it, but
oh God,
we're out of time.
We're out of time. It's that time. So let's wait for the klaxon because there'll be a call in, and we'll have to run off.
There'll be a bit of a shout. Thomas from the There we go.
There we go. It's the old honker.
So that is our time's up.
All
so
right,
what have we learnt today then, Christian?
What's that, Simon Knight?
What have we learnt today?
Well, we've learnt quite a lot on the show today, folks. We've learnt about my garden. We've learnt about Simon's ass. We've learnt about whether our temptations are justified. I think they all are. So do we all secretly want to be a troll or a troll if we don't get into trouble with it? Do we want to just jack things in, start it afresh, get a new job, change our careers? Are we all at that point in our lives? Maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't know. Or do we stick with what we've got? Or is it easy to be distracted? And if we are distracted, do we go with that distraction because it makes life a little bit more engaging and a little bit more interesting?
I thought we were meant to answer these sort of questions.
I know. Well, I don't know. Well, this is it. I think we should go further into it, and we will do in a subsequent show. So anyway, goodbye from me, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Like and subscribe. If you haven't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe. Do comment.
Tell your friends.
Give us some top things to talk about on our show. We love to hear from you. We might even sing at some point as Tom plays us out. But in the
don't forget to tell your friends as well.
Yes, exactly.
Share it with just 2 people. That really helps us out.
Yes, exactly. All right, folks. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Good.